Hand-raising tigers, especially the way it's done on Tiger Island, requires great skill and immense patience. And in this area, Andy Goldfarb is a recognised authority. He has been brought back to Tiger Island from the USA to supervise the early stages of hand-rearing the two cubs.
Well, this is where it starts. This is actually how Tiger Island is able to operate the way it does, or how we can do what you see going on out there with the big cats. It starts when they're in the nursery. It starts from when they're really young. If we did not hand raise these cats, we would not form the relationship that you see out there, and they would not be the incredibly adjusted cats to our world. And that's the truth of the matter. They're not fussed, you know, they have no problems with anything that's going on because this is what they've seen, this is what they know. And in reality, they seek out your affection, even just if they're going to use you for a pillow, or bite you, use you as a chew toy. That is something that they're enjoying themselves. Yes, I'm anthropomorphizing, but I'm fine with that because this is what most anybody understands. And if that's what I'm doing, then so be it, because I do know, because I work with handled cats and I also work with cats that aren't handled. And there's a phenomenal difference between these cats and those cats.
I guess being one of the newer handlers here at Tiger Island, it's an amazing experience, and it's kind of surreal in a way. To be able to come into work, and one of the first jobs to be able to come and feed these guys and look after them. I'm very privileged, and I definitely look forward to the good times to come with these guys. I mean, I know there's a lot involved in the hand raising of animals, especially tiger cubs. I just can't wait to get some hands-on work and get involved with the early conditioning with them. You can't help but feel a sense of attachment. I mean, we are a big part of their lives, and to be able to hand raise them, I guess they do look up to us as a parent figure. And you can't help but bring out your softer side in yourself. And because it is obviously most of our guys' first time to raise tiger cubs, we do take it very seriously, and we keep our ears open with all the advice that's happening around us with the guys that have had the experience. So yeah, it's pretty important to get it done right.
Liz is another new arrival, brought in to help manage the daily routine.
I've been brought on board to help for 4 months to help raise the Sumatran cubs. My expectations, I've already had some experience with cubs, so I knew what I was getting myself into. Everyone thinks it's a lot more glamorous than it actually is. Everyone thinks it's all about just cuddling and playing with the cubs, but the reality is they poo a lot, they wee a lot, and they do need a lot of cleaning and attention, and it's not all cuddles and kisses. The upside is it is absolutely rewarding getting to work so close to such an endangered animal and being involved with its early experience with man. So making sure that experience is positive and rewarding. So with them being in captivity, they learn to associate with people and positive association.
Later. This relationship is one that you want to continue throughout their entire lives, and we're able to do that on Tiger Island because we continue to work with them all the time, every day. There's somebody with these cats every single day, and that is the key to the success of Tiger Island, is that you don't ever really put them away and not handle them anymore. You have to maintain the relationship that you have. They're still a wild animal. They're not going to ever be a domesticated animal. They're not a pet. They're not tame. We don't ever like to use those words. They are good cats, and they are comfortable with a set amount of people that work with them, but it does take us 2 years to introduce new people to adult cats, and then sometimes it doesn't work out at all. We also understand that there will definitely come a time where we will encounter aggression. We're going to encounter it pretty soon with even these little guys because they're tigers.
The bonding with the handlers takes place over a lengthy period of time. It starts quite slowly, but with cubs the age of 2 or 3 weeks, it doesn't take them very long to be quite used to having us around, looking forward to us being around, looking forward to just sitting and hanging out with us.
I guess it's hard to take it for granted when you see so many people that are just amazed by the fact that we have little cubs and we get to bottle feed them and raise them in the way that we do. Even after 2 days off, having your weekend and coming back to work, you see a big change in the cats. I'm always amazed to see either how much they've grown or how much they've developed. Lately, you're starting to see them focus on us, which is quite a nice thing, I guess. We haven't really had, up until this point, too much of them noticing us. It's really been us as being coincidental, feeding them and hanging around. But now that they're starting to notice us, and I guess it does help with that relationship building as well, if they can see who they're dealing with.
New cubs are, well, starting to hand raise the new cubs. It's a very good learning experience, something I haven't experienced before. I've done a little bit of hand raising with native wildlife. These guys are a little bit different in that we don't want these bad behaviours developing from an early age. So yeah, it's a real eye-opener, and it's something that I look forward to sinking my teeth into.
Some people would ask, why do we do this? Why handle tigers? What's that? What's the purpose of doing this? And to me, yes, it is something that to work with a big cat on a personal level is an unbelievable experience, to have that experience. But there is a greater goal to Tiger Island, and that is to get people, even though they're not going to be able to do what we're doing, but to actually kind of care about the animals. This is a superstar animal, and we're still in the world not really able to save it. And if you give people an insight to what they're really like, not just always seeing them on TV, because I don't think that a lot of people appreciate them quite as much until they see them up close. Tiger Island has been able to gain a lot of attention through the media, through advertisement, and all kinds of venues. And then one of the things that we capitalize on is capturing people's hearts with these animals, and then trying to get them to get involved by giving some money to different tiger projects. And we actually are involved with a lot of different tiger projects and have raised over $650,000 over the course of about 7 years or so to tiger conservation work.